You know, keeping tabs on groups and privileged administrators can be a daunting task in Microsoft 365 and Azure Active Directory. But with identity governance and the more important access reviews, life can be a whole lot easier. But just how does it work? Well, you've come to the right place. Let's take a look. Hi everyone, Andy Malone, Microsoft MVP and Microsoft Certified Trainer. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so sorry it's been so long. We've been going through some refurbishments in our house, so things are just been a little bit crazy. But we're back, well, kind of. And this week we're going to talk about access reviews, which is part of identity governance in Microsoft 365. And I've got a cool demo, so without any further ado, we're going to take a look. Just a reminder, if you like what you see, go ahead, click on that subscribe button, ring that bell, and you won't miss any future postings. And as always, we welcome your feedback. All right, so here we go. So I'm kicking off the demo here in Azure Active Directory. Now you'll notice for this demo, my tenant has got a premium P2 license here. So first of all, I'm going to go up here into Azure AD, and then we're going to come down to identity governance. So in here, and I've covered these three topics before, well, two of them anyway. This is identity governance, and this is comprised of three tools: entitlement management, which I covered in a recent video, access reviews, which I'm going to cover today, as well as privileged identity management. Again, I've covered this previously. Now, as well as this one single portal to manage everything, you can also manage access reviews in a couple of other places as well. So for example, if I go into groups here, you can see that we can do access reviews. So if you want to review group membership, which can often be a little bit tricky in the past, so you've added somebody to a group, it could be a contractor, it could be a guest, do they still need access? So this is a great way to kind of manage that. Also, another way to manage it as well is if you go into enterprise administrations, again, we also have access reviews here. So again, if you've assigned membership or a privilege to a user to access a particular app, again, the question is, do they still need that? So again, access reviews allows us to do that. Also in groups, we have a new feature. Well, it's currently in preview where you can do privileged access groups. So rather than assigning privileged administrator roles to individuals, what you can do is you can assign it to a group. So basically anyone in the group will get that privileged role. And again, when you do that, you also get that access reviews as well, which is really useful. So again, a number of different places to use this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into my, if I tell you what, I'm going to go into identity governance. And in identity governance, I'm going to go into access reviews. So at the moment, it shows me that really there's not a lot going on here and nobody is up for review. So I'm going to click into access reviews and just give this a second to come in. And what we're going to do is I'm going to create a new access review. So you can create access to group reviews for both teams and groups, as well as applications. I'm going to go ahead with teams and groups. So do you want to create a review for all Microsoft 365 groups with guests in them? Or do you want to select specific groups and teams? So for this demo, I'm going to say, yep, all Microsoft 365 groups with guests. All right. And you can select any specific groups to exclude. So I'm going to exclude the communications group here. Then we can choose, am I selecting reviews? Is this for all users or is it for guest users? Well, again, guest users are important because they could be external customers, they could be suppliers, they could be employees or temporary employees. So I'm going to click on next, And when do we want to review? So first of all, do you want to assign a reviewer? Now the reviewer can either be the group owner or the team owner, a selected user or groups. Users can review their own access. Again, maybe in certain circumstances that might be a good idea. Likewise, if you have a manager, so the manager of users can do that. For the purpose of this demo, I'm going to do group owners. You can also set a failback group reviewer as well. So I could click into here, and I have a user here called Megan. And Megan is going to take over just in case it doesn't get reviewed. So how often do you want to carry out the review? Weekly, monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, 6 monthly, and annually. For the purpose of this demo, I'll say quarterly. How many? So that's approximately every 25 days. When do you want it to start? And when do you want it to end? Do you want it to end on a specific date or after a certain number of occurrences? So I could say after 5 occurrences. And then I click next. Okay, so with the settings here, upon completion, so at the end of the review, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to auto reply to the resource? Do you want, if a reviewer doesn't respond, what do you want me to do? Very important. You may, for example, if it's guest access, you may want to remove access or approve access or take any recommendations. I'm going to say remove access in this case. You can also preview at the end of the review and send a notification. So I can send a notification to a particular user or a group. Again, for the purpose of this demo, I'm going to select our friend Megan. You can also enable reviewer decision helpers. So for example, this could be team leaders who work with those users. You might want to get advice for them. So again, you can enable or disable that. Other decision helpers, if they've not signed in within 30 days, that can be really useful. So there's no point, maybe they don't need access anymore. Then you've got some advanced settings. So do you need justification? So when the access review comes in and you decide to make a decision, it's asking you, do you want to put a justification in there? Again, this can be quite useful because it's actually audited. You can also send an email notification and a reminder as well. And again, I can put in additional content reviewer if you need to. Okay. So I get quite a nice review. So the review, what do you want me to do? I can call it anything that I want. I can say review guest access. So again, you can change this to anything you want. So I'll just call this access review. Okay, make it nice and easy. And I can put in a little description if I want. Again, you get a nice overview of everything here, and then I'll go and create it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is my access review. Now, when this comes around, what will happen is you will go into overview and it will notify you. So you'll get an email, you'll get a pop-up, and it will tell you here how many guest members, how many members are you reviewing, how many are active. And of course, at the end, it will let you know how many reviews have been completed as well. So in terms of kind of identity governance, this is a really, really nice feature. So there you have it, access reviews as part of Microsoft Azure Active Directory. I really hope you find that useful and enjoyable. And as always, if you did, go ahead, click on that subscribe button, ring that bell, and you won't miss any future postings. And I just want to invite you to make any comments. So if you've got any questions about anything at all, any aspect of my videos, or indeed if there's something that you'd like to see in the future, I want to know about it. Okay? So nice to be back with everybody. You stay safe and take care. I'll see you next time. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you enjoyed the video. Go ahead and click on the subscribe button and ring that bell and you won't miss a thing. See you next time.